Lord of the Rings spoiler season's about to kick off. I want to get in my last predictions. Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie, and I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. We are about 2 weeks away from the full-on Lord of the Rings spoiler season, and I have to say, the excitement and hype for this product, particularly at my local game store, is higher than normal. I have more people asking me, when does this set come out? When can I pre-order? What's going on? When can I buy the commander decks than ever before on any other release? And that's very exciting as a game store owner. So I think things are about to get really spicy and really exciting as we lead up into spoiler season. I'm sure we get some more leaks and Pinkerton drama and all that stuff leading up to it. So I wanted to get out a few predictions, and then I wanted to talk about something that I missed, and that is the Realms and Relics slot, this kind of subset that's within this box. So we're gonna talk about both of those things in this video. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, follow along, and if you're looking to pre-order some of this product, I do have a few boxes up on my website at gamegrove.gg. So, overall take, I think that this set will bring more people back to Magic the Gathering than any set in the last 5 years. I think everyone is focusing on Lord of the Rings being a set that's going to bring people outside of Magic the Gathering into the hobby, and that's probably true. And I think if Universes Beyond doesn't do that, I think we really have to ask the question, what's the point of Universes Beyond? But I think particularly people who stopped playing Magic the Gathering in the last 3 years, which is typically how Magic the Gathering works. If you didn't know, typically every 3 years, people phase out of the game for a couple years and then they come back. And so I think that this set is one of those things that's going to drive people to say, no, I'm not going to stay home tonight. I'm going to get a babysitter. I'm going to go out to my local game store and I'm going to draft this set, or I'm going to engage in this set, or I'm going to buy the commander decks. I'm going to have fun with it simply because it is such a eye-catching set. Oh, Magic's doing Lord of the Rings. I'm gonna hop back in. So I anticipate pre-releases to be absolutely nuts. I anticipate a lot of people to come in and buy these boxes in the store. I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna be a really, really good re-entry for people into Magic the Gathering, which is really big. And I think that the set itself is going to be more powerful than people think it's going to be. Listen, we have legendary lands in this set that I think there's going to be 1 or 2 that really see a lot of play. And then, you know, Lord of the Rings, rings and artifacts, we're going to see a lot of things pop up in spoiler season. I think that are going to add a lot of interest and value for people in their commander stuff or whatever. I don't know how the set's going to affect like modern and legacy and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I do think there's going to be a lot of commander stuff. I think people are going to be really excited about. But here's where I really want to focus. So I guess I'm gonna get you my last predictions. I think we see boxes of collector boxes float around that $400 price point. I've got pre-orders up at $380. I think around that $400 price point is where things are gonna kind of fluctuate. I just think the supply is going to be a lot on these boxes, and the price point of $300 to $500 is really expensive for a lot of consumers. So I think it's hard to push that price up over that $420 kind of price point. I think set boxes and draft boxes, I anticipate that that this will follow like the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty type realm, where boxes of set boxes particularly are going to jump up maybe into that like 180, 190 price point, and then they'll kind of fade back down. Kamigawa is like 160s, but it was a regular set, prices were cheaper. So I think we're going to see an initial supply, like the supply is not going to be enough initially, but then we'll see a restock of the draft and set boxes. Collector boxes are going to get eaten up quick. I think from the distro side, collector boxes are going to be eaten up quick. There's going to be a lot of people who invest in sealed collector boxes with that 1-of-1 ring. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of happens as a price, swing. We don't know the supply, which is really hard. I know that the demand for this is going to be insane. All right, I want to talk about these, the Realms and Relics, which is, I can't believe I miss this. I don't know, I miss this. I am a huge fan of subsets within major sets for products. Pokemon does this, and it generates a extreme interest in the subset, which then, by and large, generates interest into the regular set. And what a subset is a set of cards that aren't part of the main set, but they can be collected within themselves. So in this case, there are 30 Realms and Relics, and they are really cool. They're coming in your box topper as a foil full art in both draft, set, and collector boxes. So there's going to be a lot of these. And if you have cards on this list, you may consider that the price point of these may come down significantly. But and then also in collector boxes, you can pull them as surge foils and non-foil pulls. But here's the 3 cards we know of out of the 30. So 10% of them are super good. You've got the Great Henge, which was I don't know what the price is done on it now. I'll put it up on the screen. But you got Great Henge, which is a fantastic card that has needed a reprint. Wasteland, which has always been a great card. And Ensnaring Bridge. I mean, 3 really great commander cards in this subset. And I think that there are going to be people who collect all 30 cards in this subset. I think we could get, I do think something like this, if they kind of reoccur this subset type thing, you might start seeing people start collecting Magic the Gathering again. I know that's wild, but collecting a set of 800 cards or 450 cards with a bunch of different variants is impossible for most people. They just don't want to try to do it. They don't want to engage in it. But if you have a set of 30 cards, a lot of people are going to want to put together a binder and collect one of each of those. And that's what we've seen happen in Pokemon. And then that turns into people who say, okay, well, I collected the subset. Now I want to collect the major set. I think that's a really good move for Magic the Gathering. We know more people play Magic the Gathering than most TCGs. And I think that the balance between players and collectors is often skewed in Magic the Gathering. I want more players, and I want more players who then also become collectors. That's what I think is really healthy for the hobby. People who really enjoy the cards in multiple facets. So I think that I want to call it the trainer gallery, but the subset, the Realms and Relics, is a slept on idea. Here's 3 things that I think are really slept on. Number 1 is that, well, I just said it generates collectors. But number 2, it adds a reprint equity into this product. When you can pull the Great Henge, which was a $50 card last time I looked, when you can pull the Great Henge out of the Lord of the Rings boxes, in 1 in 30 boxes is pretty much going to have it. It adds a lot of value to opening the boxes. It gives you a reason to want to go in to your store and open up a box. It gives you a reason to pursue something, and that reprint equity is really strong, especially when you are guaranteed it. There's not a chance that you're going to get one of these Realms and Relic. It is a guarantee. You have a 1 in 30 shot at getting the card that you want on that in that subset. So I think that's really, really strong, and that it adds that reprint equity really a lot into this product, which is really cool. And then because of that, the last point is that it puts kind of a floor on boxes. Listen, as a store, it's awesome because it gives me confidence that if I need to, I can order more of this product, because if I need to, I can open up these boxes for singles and I'm guaranteed a floor of pricing. Now, we may see, 15 of these cards be pretty bad cards that are $1 or 30 cents or whatever, but on a larger scale, I'm guaranteeing myself additional value outside of the main set, and I think that that's a really big win. I think as a store owner, that confidence that there is something to catch the product on the way down. If boxes drop below a certain threshold, there's always the ability that there's a lot of good singles in the set, in that subset, and that kind of gives a value that makes you want to, or makes you have more confidence in the product long term. So anyway, I missed that subset thing. I don't know how. I guess maybe I saw it and I just wasn't paying attention, but really cool. I think Lord of the Rings, they've come out and said that this will be the highest selling Magic set of all time, which they know because distros place their order. Like Magic's already sold their boxes. Distros place their order, and they know what the demand is from the distro perspective. And that means that there's going to be more of these boxes than ever. But it also means that they anticipate a huge number of people to engage with this product in a meaningful way. And that's really good. That's good for the entire ecosystem of Magic the Gathering. It's good for your local game store. It's good for the consumers. I think it's going to be easy to acquire cards that you want here, because a lot of people are going to be your local game store is going to become this place where people are trading cards because they've opened open cards. Like, this is a really cool and engaging phenomenon that's happening that we haven't really seen in Magic for a while. Like, this excitement about a product that's this deep and rich. So I'm really excited for people to come back into the community. I'm really excited for the hype that's happening. I want to know what you think in the comment section about this subset idea, because I hope that they do this moving forward. I hope they do this for every set moving forward, that there's a subset of 30 cards that are fun and engaging to collect and give yourself some excitement for opening the product. So have yourself a great day. Be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.